Hey guys, I'm in the process of painting one of my guitar bodies, and I want to tell you some of the things that you definitely should not skip in the process if you want to do it right. So here's how not to paint a guitar body. Let me show you. Come on. If you go on YouTube or if you just Google, you're gonna find a ton of information on how to properly or professionally paint your own guitar body at home. I have watched a bunch of those videos. I've read a bunch of stuff online. I wrote down steps. I looked for materials, etc., etc. And then I proceeded to not follow all of those guidelines. So the result is the guitar is not going to look like a professionally painted guitar that I went in and bought off the shelf at a store. And that's fine. It doesn't have to be. So if you watch the videos, they all pretty much say the same thing, that before you start putting paint on, you need to put some kind of sealer on the wood. Okay? And the more I watched, the more I saw that they recommended not to use primer, but you need to use an actual like wood sealer. And I thought, well, what do I need to do that for? Yeah. Also, the other thing is that they talked about on the wood itself, you need to put like some wood filler to fill in like some of the little gaps or little spots where it was like uneven, or where the wood just wasn't perfect. And I also decided I didn't need to do that. So again, this video is what not to do if you want a professional looking guitar body. If you want a professional looking guitar body, watch those other videos. But by all means, keep watching this video and then you'll know what not to do, so hopefully yours turns out better. So here's what I did. I got this guitar body off of eBay for about $25. Okay, so super cheap. When I bought it off of the eBay listing, I think it said the wood is candle nut wood. I don't know what that is, but what I can tell you is this guitar body is like ridiculously light. Like it weighs almost nothing. And the wood is super soft. I would almost say it's balsa wood, but I don't know. What do I know? Candle nut wood, okay, for whatever reason. Anyway, so being that the wood is so soft, it's not solid, right? And there's lots of little like nicks and gaps, and I've already painted it. I don't know how well you can see on the camera. But you can see right there. See how much you can see the wood and the grain underneath, and how the paint just does not fill up those spots. So when you have like gaps like that, and the wood is not, I guess this is a more porous wood, they call it. It just sort of seems to absorb the paint and not really like cover up the gaps in the wood and all that. So what I did was I did a coat of primer, white matte primer. So I didn't do the wood filler, and I didn't do the sealer because I guess I was just too lazy, and I thought, it won't look that bad. So I did primer. I did a whole can of primer over a few days, wet sanded it in between coats, and then I put this off-white color on it. And I did the whole can of off-white color. And right now I'm in the process of putting clear coat. So maybe another day or two of clear coat. So the result of the way I did it is you can totally still see the contours and the grain of the wood all over the place. You can see like little nicks and gaps and things, and you can really see it really visible in some places. Not so much in others. Okay, here's the back. You can really see it right there, right? Yeah. Now, am I disappointed with this? Nope. Not at all. I actually think it looks kind of cool that you can see the wood grain underneath like that. And also then it doesn't look like my other guitars, right? It's a little bit unique, a little bit different looking. It doesn't have just the solid plain color. So I'm actually happy with it. And it looks exactly like what it is. It looks like a guitar that was painted by a guy in his garage that knows absolutely nothing about painting guitars. So that's me. So it is what it is. I'm happy with it, but the point is, if you want to paint your own guitar at your house, in your garage, whatever, and you want it to look like a professional paint job, like one of the ones that just, you bought it off the rack in the store, you need to follow the steps of those guys. You need to do the sealer, and you need to fill in the little gaps with the wood filler, and then sand it nice and smooth. If you don't do those things, then it's going to look more like this. And also, if you buy a $25 guitar body, it's not going to be like good, solid quality wood that's going to give you a good finish. It's going to be something like what I have here, which is a really soft, porous wood, I guess. All right. Anyway, after I'm done clear coating it, I am going to put like the rubbing compound and the polish, and I think it's still going to look pretty nice, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be happy with it, but it doesn't look like it came out of the factory. Okay, so now you know what not to do. Later.